Thanks for joining us today. Taylor got her license and now she can get her car. Her life will be more convenient now that she can drive where she wants to go.
That's right, friends. Do you drive places or do you take the bus and train? I do both, but it is more convenient to drive. All right, let's go to Conversation C and find out what happens in this last part.
How was the driving test, Taylor?
Not bad, but it was hard to remember and follow all the traffic laws.
I know. I failed the test once. I was so busy watching the road that I forgot to check my speed. I went over the limit.
Drivers need to focus. Traffic laws are important for everyone's safety.
Exactly. Now that I have my license, I drive very carefully.
Getting your driver's license is something most people do in the U.S., and lots of people like to talk about the time when they got their license.
That's right. Almost everyone has a story. Poor Abby, she did not pass the test once. She failed it.
That's okay. You can always take the test again. She was careful, but she was so busy watching the road, she forgot to check her speed. Let's go to Rebecca to learn some more.
Today, we have a very useful grammar point. I was so adjective that I verb. For example, I was so busy that I forgot to call my mom. Or I was so sick that I couldn't go to school. You can do this, so don't be afraid to use it.
Thanks, Rebecca. That was very helpful. You can use this sentence when you are feeling busy or you're doing one thing and then something else happens.
I was so nervous about studying for the test that I forgot to eat. Peter, can you think of an example?
I was so thirsty, I drank the whole bottle. Friends, can you think of an example?
Now that we have heard a few examples of that sentence, you should be able to understand it. And now that I just said that, let's go to Christina to learn about this phrase.
Abby 也觉得开车要专心，而且遵守交通规则可以确保大家的安全。她说 Now that I have my license, I drive very carefully. 现在因为拿到了驾照，我开车非常小心。句首的 Now that 在此表示现在因为的意思。你可以说 Now that Tommy's here, we can start the meeting. 现在因为 Tommy 到了，我们的会议可以开始了。Now that Ezra lives in America, he must speak English every day. 现在因为 Ezra 住在美国，他必须天天说英语。
Now that Taylor can drive, she needs to be careful to follow all the rules and laws. Laws are rules. If you break the law, you can get a ticket or something worse.
That's right. So make sure to follow the traffic laws. Don't go fast. You should drive the right speed.
That's right. Traffic laws tell you what speed you should go, and you are not allowed to go over that limit.
And friends, right now we are at our time limit. So that means we have no more time to teach you. We need to review our key words. You can say them with us right now.
Here's our first keyword of the day. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're getting married. Congratulations.
Exam. Exam. Did you study enough for the exam?
Challenge. Challenge. Learning Chinese is a challenge for me.
Speed. Speed. That car is moving at a high speed.
Limit. Limit. Eat some cookies. 3 is the limit.
Law. Law. Be careful not to break the law. Okay, everyone, those were all the keywords that we had today. Now let's take a look back at this lesson.
You did it! Congratulations.
The driving test was hard, but I was prepared.
I'm glad.
The written exam was hard too. I passed, but I had to study a lot.
Now you can drive anywhere you want.
That will be so convenient.
Now you just need to buy the right car.
I know. Thanks for your help today, Rob.
Anytime. Hey, Rob. How did it go at the DMV? Great. Taylor had no problem getting her license. She even drove us home. So she wasn't nervous about the tests? Not at all. They were a piece of cake for her. That's good news. Sometimes the tests can be a real challenge for people. Right. Some people fail the driving test. My brother failed 2 times.
How was the driving test, Taylor?
Not bad, but it was hard to remember and follow all the traffic laws.
I know. I failed the test once. I was so busy watching the road that I forgot to check my speed. I went over the limit.
Drivers need to focus. Traffic laws are important for everyone's safety.
Exactly. Now that I have my license, I drive very carefully.
I can't believe it. But you did it.
I did it! I passed the driver's exam!
Congratulations, Ginger.
Yes, now I can drive anywhere I want.
Well,
That will be so convenient.
wait.
Hooray, I can drive!
Not so fast, Ginger.
Oh, don't worry, Monkey Man. I won't drive fast.
No, not so fast. You can't drive yet.
What? Why not?
You don't have a car.
You're right. But you have a car.
Yes.
So, can I borrow the keys?
Sure, you can borrow the keys, but you can't borrow the car.
Oh, Monkey Man. Oh. Can't wait.
Hi, everyone. I really like spring, don't you? And why do I like spring? Because I like gardens. I like to look at the flower gardens in the parks. There are so many pretty colorful flowers, and I can make my own small garden in a pot at home. That's fun and easy. Gardens come in many shapes and sizes. We can find big flower gardens in parks and around big buildings. Smaller flower gardens grow around people's houses. Gardens filled with flowers make houses and buildings look nice. People who live in apartments can plant small gardens too. They just need some big pots. They can put dirt in a pot and plant different flowers in them. Then they can put them on a porch or balcony outside their apartment. The flowers will look very colorful. Some people also like to plant vegetable gardens. Vegetables are not hard to grow, They just need sunshine and water. You can plant vegetables in a pot too, but don't plant too many in one pot. They need room to grow. A tomato plant or a pepper plant grows well in a pot. People with more land can have large gardens. They can grow many kinds of vegetables and fruits. Sometimes people pay to go to a garden and pick the fruit or vegetables. They have a lot of fun and bring home fresh fruit or vegetables when they're done. Food grown in gardens is really healthy.
Look at these flowers. I grow them in my garden. Then I can pick some of them and give them to friends. Fresh flowers are so colorful and smell nice, don't you think? Well, now it's spring. Why don't you try growing something in a garden? This is Jack saying, see you next time.
Thanks for joining us today. We learned a lot about what to do when you want to get your driver's license.
Make sure you follow all the traffic laws when you drive. If you break the law, you can get a ticket.
One law that you have to follow is the speed limit. When you go faster than that, you're going over the limit.
Yes, that is when you need to go a slower speed. Be careful. And when you do all these things, congratulations! You're a safe driver.
Everyone, thank you for learning with us today, but come back tomorrow for a new lesson. We'll see you then here on
Let's Talk in English.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.